Okay, how to make links in Weebly to create your portfolio. It's nothing fancy, and I think we'll get freaked out when we think about it. So here we go. This is my web page. I have been playing with it, so it's kind of a mess, but you'll kind of get the idea. First thing you want to have are pages. You want to make sure you have a table of contents. So let's go back here. And if you don't have a table of contents, just click Add a Page and make it a standard page. And I'm going to call this Test Table of Contents. So, because I've already got a table of contents. And I'm going to leave everything else the way it is, and I'm just going to say Done. So now when I go to my pages up here, I have Test Table of Contents. I'm going to select that. And you'll see over here, it's right there. Now I'm going to say Build. And I'm going to build my table of contents. I would probably change or take this and take it off so it's not there because that's not my name. And the first thing I would do is drag text over here and click in and say Linda Eckert Portfolio. And then I would try to drag this up. Or I could leave it the way it is. And now I know whose portfolio it is. So now I'm going to start building my table of contents. And the easiest way to do that is I'm going to drag this down. That's up here. And see where it says click here? So what's the first thing that's supposed to be in our portfolio? You know, the table of contents. Well, that's what we have here. So I'm going to make that a title. And then underneath of it, I'm going to drag down another box. And here, I'm going to type in my syllabus, or I think the description of the portfolio is first on the list. So the description, needs a T, doesn't it? There. Of the portfolio, and went in the wrong place. So let's try to get that where it belongs. It's not the friendliest in the world, I've found out, and I think you'll probably struggle with that too. So what is the description of my portfolio? Well, if you remember, there was the guidelines has the description. So basically, I would take that guidelines, I would find it wherever you put it at, and I think I've got it here somewhere. I would put that in there. So there's my guidelines right here. So let me go back now to this. So I want that to come up, okay? So just type in, highlight that, go to the link, and I want it to be a file. It's going to be an upload. So I'm going to upload new, and we're going to find that. Again, it was, here's my portfolio. Going to open it. And now that is uploaded. So this is now live. Or it should be. Let's see what we got here. So to see if that worked, okay, which I'm hoping it did. Let's see. Let's go back. It says go to Portfolio, Files and Contents. I can change it or I can remove it. I don't want to do any of that. But I do want to publish this and make sure it's accessible. So that's being published. I don't want to do that. So now I can go to Settings. And I can go check out and see if that's live. I want the test of contents. And if I click on it, up comes my Word document. And bingo, there you are. So that's how you do a link. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Yes. So let's go back to my Weebly, where I was editing, and go back to build. And let's say I want to change that. I want to make it bold. And I think this is the color. I want to make it so it shows up. Probably none of the blues are going to be anything what I want. Let's try I don't know, let's try an orange. Now that shows up. So you've got your blue, you've got your background, you can do a dark blue too. So this is my title. I would probably highlight that and maybe make it a little bit bigger so it shows as a title. So let's see if we can. Okay, so that's my first one. What would be my next? And I don't know what's on the list. You'd have to go to your list. But I'm going to put in another one. Gotta watch where it gets drug, huh? Now, if you want to delete these, just see that X, make it go away. So I want this one to come down to here. Keep it in the box. It's not being very helpful, is it? See, when it turns to there, I could move that up. So it goes there. So now my next thing I want to put in is syllabus. Same thing. Highlight, go to the link, go to the file, upload new, and now I need to find my syllabus, which is in Portfolio. So here's my syllabus. I'm going to tell it to open. It uploads. I'm going to tell it to open in a new window, and I'm done. Again, you'll notice this is not the color I wanted, so I want it to be this in bold. Again, if you want to check out, make sure that worked, just hit publish. Okay, it says it's been published. You can actually, I think, go from here. Go to your test table of contents, and there's your new syllabus, which will open up in a new window. Bingo. That's as easy as it gets. Not very difficult, but you just got to keep track of the sequences and what you're looking at. So you'll always be in Weebly. Close that. You never want to upgrade, guys. So then you would do your next, which I'm not sure what's on the list or even what I just did. See, I just put an enter, and that went down. So let's make, it doesn't go down, it goes up, which is somewhat annoying. So I think if you wanted to play and just keep it in the same box, you could, let's see, without the... So the next thing is list of assignments. And that you found, and I think it's under course information. So if I highlight this, I go to here, I go to the file, I go to upload, and now I'm going to look for, on my files, a list of assignments. There's the assignment list I gave you. It's also in the course, so you have to download it. Again, open in a new window. And here's your list of assignments. You go back, you turn it into the color you want it. You're good. So now you have, oh, you've got a little bit of a difference in spacing there that you would have to play with. So again, you could publish it, which will save it, right? if you go look at it, now your page looks like. And I need to refresh that. And there's my list of assignments. It's going to show up. Not, as I said, it's not difficult. You just have to remember and make sure you publish it so you can, it's always been kind of saved and ready for you. Once you publish it, then it'll show up on your live page. Now, I have a bunch of stuff on mine, as you can see, that's probably just going to be in the way. Like this click to edit, I don't need that there. So if I come over here, see that X, make it go away. Maybe the contact, you know, do I need that up there? It's showing up, that's good. There's my real table of contents. So how do I get rid of those? If you go to Pages, go back, go to Contact, you should be able to delete it so it doesn't show up. So if I say delete, it's gone from here. So you only want showing up here what is going to be used for your portfolio. You'll notice I've got click to edits here. Now I can put them in the same box, or I can put them in separate boxes, which is what I would do, simply because it's easier to keep track of. But if I go to my test ones, I have this one in the same box. Now it makes it a little more difficult to do any type of editing if you have them in the same box, because you could mess up the whole thing. That's why I say it's easier to do it as a table of contents as you go through. So if I wanted to be in the table of contents here, it would be much easier just to have a bunch of text boxes to fill in with the what you need to show on the page. The other way you can do this is to put in a button, and I'll show you how to do that. If you select Button and drag it over here, here's your button text, okay? So now I'm going to, let's say I want this to be the habits. Assignment we did. So I've got that. I can go back, and now I'm going to do a link for that. This is a little bit easier. I'm going to do a file. I'm going to upload new. I'm going to upload from my computer, and I had that in my portfolio, so I'm going to upload and open it in a new window, and I'm done. So now I have it as a button rather than as a link. Either way works. A button's a little more defined, a little more contained. So that's how you're going to create your portfolio. Now you can be as creative as you want, but this would be the basics to getting it done. So I hope this has helped. Come to class this afternoon, and I'll help you in any way I can. All right? Thank you.